Now we're finally at the meat of the action plan, right? We came up with all these other things to think about and to consider, so that really this part should be pretty easy because you're just going to pull from some of the things you already wrote. So we're going to look at 3 different obstacles I'm going to face as I work towards my goal. And of course, I need to know what these obstacles are because, again, if this is a goal I care about, it's probably something that I maybe tried before, but things got in the way and I ended up quitting and I didn't achieve it. Or things got in the way, they were too hard, I didn't overcome them, and I got stuck, right? If we're not thinking about the obstacles in advance, if we think that just by having a goal we're going to get through it, that's not very realistic. So we need to come up with a plan here, and it starts with figuring out what gets in the way. And the easiest way to figure out what gets in the way is what has gotten in your way so far. And what has gotten in your way so far is probably usually some bad habits and the skills you don't have. So we're just going to go up and think of our big obstacles. So for me, okay, math has been an issue. So one of the obstacles is sometimes I don't know how to solve the math problems. That is a very real obstacle to getting homework done. Second obstacle, right, we have a couple here, but let's see. Let's be honest, I'm a little bit lazy. When I get home, I get lazy and play. All right. And then what's another obstacle? I mean, we got a lot of them, right? Here's me playing video games. Could be about the reading, but if reading's kind of not the real issue, I think this might be a good one. Basically, my parents believe me when I say I don't have homework, and I do. All right, so now we've got 3 obstacles. So over here, we're going to come up with a plan to overcome those obstacles. Now, some of that is going to be drawing upon the people we put here that are inspiration or support, right? So let's think of that through. Sometimes I don't know how to solve the math problems. If I don't know how to solve it, I can, well, let's look. Who's going to give me feedback? Teacher and Jeff. I can text my teacher or see them after or before school. I can call Jeff on the phone for help. All of these, you need to have at least 2 plans, right? Because you're not, if you text your teacher or they can't meet after school, you can't just give up then, right? You need to do something else. So, okay, their teacher's not available, I'm going to call Jeff, right? Make sure you check in with Jeff and they know that, but you have to have at least 2 things. Ideally, you have 3 things to overcome an obstacle because there's always going to be a time when one of those doesn't work. So, next one, how am I going to overcome getting lazy? That's a really hard one. Let's be honest. That's a bad habit. So I will practice a new habit of doing homework immediately when I get home. So you don't do anything else. You go somewhere, maybe like the kitchen table or somewhere that you don't normally go where you're not around your video games, and you just start doing homework. So maybe I'd put in those details. Again, the more detailed these are, the better. When I get home, we'll sit at my kitchen table away from like brothers and sisters or video games, right? What else could we do? Well, I'm getting lazy is usually when you're lazy, you can have someone help you out. So I will have my parents or maybe older brother or something or cousin is at home to turn or hide my video games until they see my finished homework, right? Another thing is if going home is the problem, then maybe I do my homework at school, something, okay? So I'm not going to fill all these out. You get the idea. You can do them yourself. But the real key is you need to check and make sure these are smart, too. So specific, text my teacher, see them after or before school. Okay, it's a couple different things. So if these are all separate things, those are specific, right? Maybe not see them. I can schedule time to see them, right? So that's me going out of my way. Measurable, okay. Did I text my teacher? Did I not, right? Did I schedule an appointment? Did I not? Did I call Jeff or did I not, right? There's not a number in this one, but these are sort of one-off things, so that's okay for a plan to be like that. Assignable, it's me, I'm doing it, but there's the other people that I'm reaching out to. Realistic, yeah, I could definitely text my teacher. I can definitely ask them to schedule time. and time-based. Again, this is a little bit different because this is related to this. So when this thing happens, if I don't know how to solve the path problems, I will do this. That's still time-based because it's related to that situation. Same thing with these down here. So again, make sure you're checking those though and being really specific here. And again, trying to come up with at least 2 or 3 things for each one.